The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports.
This taken in right around the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
Ready.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, second down. You look at this Bears defense.
This unit, they're hoping to improve against the pass because right now, Charles, number 27 in the NFL.
They're in the bottom 10 in the league. I mean, when you look at their talent, you would think that they'd be much better. Overall, I don't think there's any question you'd have to say that they've underachieved.
Here we go.
From the 21, here's 2nd and 6.
Another run here with Sanders.
And not much doing there, maybe a yard up to the 23.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Young to throw it.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
It's a Carolina first down on a gain of 16.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. He'll take it past the 40 to the 41, second down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Ready.
From the 41, here's a 2nd and 7.
Blue striker. Fight. White. Set.
To throw, Young.
He'll fight his man, Laviska Shenault.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Charles, Thursday night game. I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
It's Young on first down. And that's complete to Sanders. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
You look at this Bears defense.
They're just below the cut line for top half of the league, 17th in the NFL against the run.
And being able to set the tone early in this game, because when you get down to it, it's that sign that we saw in their football facility when we visited with them. The one that said no explosives, no big plays, no chunk plays. That's what they've got to take care of.
On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
That may be a sneak peek on this opening drive of what this young rookie can showcase, his legs.
And normally, as you start a game, You're just thinking, can he get the snap? Can he hand off? Can he just execute? Instead, he doesn't waste any time unwrapping another dimension to his game, showing off those wheels, and picking up some nice yardage.
Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
As we both know, there's a lot that went into why they made him their first-round pick this year, and part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
Meanwhile, Young's throw complete to his receiver, Thielen.
And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. That catch, by the way, number 542 in his NFL career, that draws him level with Lance Allworth, who was a Hall of Famer with the Chargers back in the 60s and 70s.
Yeah, the man they call Bambi. So if you're in that type of territory, catch the same number of passes he caught, you know you're on your way to a big-time career. And just think, he's not through yet.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be second down. Young off the play fake. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line.
And now after that sack, we'll pause here a moment because someone was shaken up on that play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
The 13th play now coming on this opening drive. Here's third down. And Dalton to throw. Over the middle, hauled in by Sharp. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be fourth down.
That pattern and scheme was well defensed on third down. He tried to just sprint from one side of the field to the other, and they got it to him quickly. But no chance of yards after the catch there, and they stopped him short.
The kick by Pinheiro is good.
So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
Take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 21.
And they'll run the option to start the drive.
And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Here's the first carry for Khalil Herbert.
Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Here we go.
3rd down and 10.
West right, sit.
Back to throw. Fields. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
When you give up points on the opening drive, in this case a field goal, you'd hate to go 3 and out. They avoid that.
They do, and it's also walking that fine line mentally, too, as a coach, isn't it? Because you want to emphasize to your team exactly what you said. All right, we gave up a field goal. Let's go back and at least equal that, guys. But if we don't, you don't want them to feel like it's the end of the world either. Nice that they were able to pick up the first down there, help them relax a little bit.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Don't jump. Ready?
Fields on first down. That's complete to his running back, Herbert.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at their 48-yard line.
Now Fields going to move him around.
And we've got movement. I think this is against the Bears here. Let's find out.
Here we go,
A bad false start penalty there. Now 2nd and 6.
Off play action. Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet.
He'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Giving it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
This offense has been slow to get started, but that play will certainly give them a little bit of life. Maybe the late wake-up call that they had been seeking.
Here we go.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sack back at the 29. Following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13.
Fields. That is caught by Herbert.
Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down.
A shotgun snap. Fields. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Now we're going to get a stoppage. It appears to be an injured Bear on the field.
The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Herbert will score. Touchdown, Chicago.
Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. After the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
2nd down, back to Sanders.
Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-body guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Andy Dalton.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Kyler Gordon picks it off.
And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were a nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
On 1st and 10, it's Herbert. He'll get this down to the 38.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8. They'll go again with Herbert. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. He came out ready to play. That's 3 tackles for a loss, Charles. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And that's problematic for the guys trying to run offense because that means he's got a pretty good idea of what they're doing and is actually beating them to the point of attack and making those plays. Not to think about some misdirection or something to try and get him away from the ball.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. Santos' kick is up and through, and they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game, and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
And they, if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They are guarding against the upset.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
93, 52, 96.
Dalton. That's caught over the middle by Hurst. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Dalton off play action. And Sharp calls it in. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find answers, and they've got to find them quick.
Up the middle they go with Sanders. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
2nd down and 3.
Another run with Sanders. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Well, you know they had a 3rd down play on standby just in case, but he says no need with that carry. Runs like that will continually earn him more work in this and future contests.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal. Now a timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down.
Dalton with a quick throw out wide. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Sanders is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime.
Piñeiro, the kickoff for the Panthers.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. Velus Jones now from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And with a little under a minute to play, they may be looking to pick up some yardage here, maybe try and come up with a field goal to seize the lead before intermission. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Here's Fields. There's Moody with another catch. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be second down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Hey, 551, 551. Hey, Ken.
On second down, here's Fields. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 32-yard line. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
Here we go, son.
Second and 10, we're all knotted up at 10, but it appears that may change soon. Only question is, will they have to settle for 3? He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Here we go,
The
son.
22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down.
Sit high.
To the air again, Fields. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So Fields is off, and on comes Cairo Santos for the Chicago field goal. Made his first, this now from 46 yards away. Santos' kick is up and through, and they will take the lead at 13-10. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
At their own 20-yard line.
Hands up.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. Now First down carry by Sanders. Well defensed as they'll hold him to just a couple. Second down coming up. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
At their own 18-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Here we go.
So here's a 3rd and 14.
Press. Punch right. Right.
Here's Fields. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it, and that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
Taken right around the 44. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And the Panthers will take over in terrific field position. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the third quarter. That throw by Young incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Now Young. Now they go screen. It's complete. Room to maneuver at the 35. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, they've certainly had their share of troubles running the football in this one, but this play is almost an extension of the running game right here. They set up the screen, let him work out in space on the perimeter, and he turns it into a big pickup.
Young going to get this complete, meanwhile to Sanders. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it's 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And the Bears are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. That good for 22 and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Fields to Kmet there for a Chicago first.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little game.
Herbert powering up the middle.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Big Derek Brown making the stop.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Fields now to throw. Finding more on the out route for the completion. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. And we've got movement. I think this is against the Bears here. Let's find out. Now after the false start, they need 8 yards here on 3rd down. Now it's Fields.
And that is incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return, and the Panthers will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
2nd down, Young.
He's got space past the 25.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down.
And it's pretty evident that this passing game has been frustrated so far. They haven't really moved the ball the way we might have expected, but this is a good pickup here for the 1st down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Young. That is taken in by Hurst. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 23 yards, the final tally. Shotgun snap and then the give to Sanders. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Young to throw it.
He's going to drop this down to Sanders.
Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it's 2nd down.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go.
To throw on second down is Young. That'll be caught right side. Chenault with it. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
And if you're thinking field goal from here, it's 48 yards. I think they'd like to get him a little help now on third down and move it closer. It's caught. It's Chenault again. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. They wind up losing a yard on the play. And that'll bring up fourth down. It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
This is up and good from Pinheiro. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Boy, what a start to the week this has been. All tied fourth quarter as the kick's away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Here we go, Scott.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this fourth quarter.
Angel. Right.
Now Herbert to start the drive. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. The bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. When they need to play on third down, you kind of know what direction the ball is going, but the defense knew it too.
Yeah, it's a good call because they wanted to put 2 men on him, and they did. Dare him to throw into double coverage. Really what you're saying is, let's see if one of your other receivers can beat us.
It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And it will be the Panthers' ball, first and 10. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the fourth quarter. And a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one. Second and 5. Gets it quickly out to Marshall. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Talk about a momentum shifter right there. Tie game, fourth quarter. These are the plays that win you games. And now defensively, the question becomes, how do you respond?
Here's a quick throw to Thielen. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Now here's Young. That swung out wide to Sanders.
And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
Drill 52. Slide through. Set.
Here's Young. He's got a man. That's Marshall. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a first and goal.
Number 88, Terrace Marshall. First and goal at the 6-yard line.
Ready, ready. Striker, 3, green jack. Red, cycle.
Well, just a little too lackadaisical, Charles, and they didn't get up and snap the ball in time. Delay of game.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if he understood where the clock was located. In different stadiums, it's in different places. You have to check that in pregame and make sure you're aware so you don't run into penalties like these.
Here we go.
The delay of game, a costly one, as they're backed up 5 for first and goal. Young quickly to the flat. He'll get only 2 there, and it's second and goal.
Adam Thielen. A pickup of 2. Brings up second and goal at the 9-yard
Go
line.
down. Ready?
The Young keeps it, moving right.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina.
Carolina.
Bryce Young.
Doing it himself from 9 yards out.
And the Panthers have broken our tie and have taken a fourth-quarter lead.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off.
Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top with the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
Here we go.
Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Fields. He hits Mooney going across the middle.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive.
Fields throwing again.
And it's going to be caught downfield by Mooney. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
Yes, down by a touchdown. They needed a big play here quickly, and they got one. And now, plenty of time. No need to panic, but you do need to move quickly.
They'll run here with Herbert.
And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the second score there.
Hey, Ken.
Herbert. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Khalil Herbert with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. Boy, what a start to the week this has been. All tied 4th quarter as the kick's away. And he returns this to the 22. This is 1st and 10. They start on the ground here at Sanders.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Second down, back to Sanders. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 2 timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now. They'll go again with Sanders. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. Here's a 2nd and 7. Young to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command and make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Now Young. Oh, and that is incomplete.
Well, the defense certainly did its job. They held up in that situation, and now 4th down, you've got to punt this and try to get to overtime. There's no decision to be made, in my estimation.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. On the return is Jones. This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return. And it'll be 1st and 10 Bears from deep in their own territory.
15-yard line.
Here we go, sir.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
You got a mini base. Go.
Starting on the ground with Herbert. Oh, but a great tackle there. Going to hold him to no gain as the clock runs.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here.
Here we go.
Here comes 2nd down.
Turn.
All eyes on Fields. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left.
From here on, any score could be the winning one, and he is certainly aware of that. Look at the way he locked in on that marker and made a mad scramble to get to it for the first down.
Here we go.
Here's 1st and 10.
Alpha.
Now Fields.
Gets this to Moore. 4 quarters not enough. We're all even, and to overtime we go.
How much fun is this for everyone who's watching the game? How much fun is it for us to see this one get an extra?
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Their own 23-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, they fought hard to reach this point, Charles, and now what an opportunity. They've got the ball first, a chance to take this overtime win away from the hostile crowd.
And you know, as the quarterback steps into the huddle, the first thing he's telling his team is, remember, we need 6, not 3. So we don't need a good drive. We need a great drive. And it's what they've been planning for. It's time to execute and take it downfield, even against all these odds.
Right back to Sanders on first down. And he pushes through a would-be tackler to get about 3 yards, second down.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Young's throw here on target to Hurst. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 19 yards there on the catch and run. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 38. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. This is a big spot for a rookie QB, and overtime's kind of where you earn your stripes, isn't it?
It really is, and we've talked with enough coaches and players about how these youngsters are getting into the game and playing this at such a high level so early. But overtime, that's an entirely different animal, and he's handling it well.
Yeah, starting to put together a nice drive. They've had some success here in overtime on this opening drive running the football. Right back to that well.
And why not? When you have that kind of success, make them stop you, and until they do, keep going back to that well you just spoke about. I think there's more water there available to them.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes where people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And they need 5 yards on 3rd down here to keep this opening drive of OT alive. Young to throw it. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Defensively now, the ultimate challenge. Of course, the ball gets in the end zone. This thing's over.
And I remember my coach has always talked about in goal line situations, and now you're in overtime where they have to keep them to 3 points. Otherwise, this thing is done. Win your individual battle within the framework of the team defense. Beat that guy across from you and make a play. I expect them to attack on defense and not sit back. Down near the goal line, things really get physical. You're always anticipating a running play, but when they do throw it, things happen quickly. A little bit of a bang-bang play there that falls incomplete.
Throw left side, going to be caught by Chanel. And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. And for the visitors, it is going to be a happy flight home. It is always such a treat, Charles, in the NFL when you can go on the road and get a victory, and that's exactly what they accomplished here today.
Oh, the trip home, so much sweeter, isn't it? All the noise they heard before, how tough it is to win on the road, how tough it is.
Stand up. Do the he say, she say, getting no